All right, guys. So I'm watching this show, Ancient Aliens, and as you know, I'm a Christian, and I do have a theory um, as to who or what aliens are, um, and I have yet to hear that theory on any of these um, documentaries or whatever. Uh, and I've talked about this with some of my friends, like multiple friends, and I get different takes on it. But, so you might think I'm weird. I don't know. But my theory, personally, is that. All right, so how do I explain this? So, aliens, okay, we've got a huge universe, a galaxy, um, that the universe has many galaxies in it. Galaxies have opportunity to have life on it, like us, similar to us, different from us. I don't know, but with everything out there that God created, um, I don't know. There are races that I've seen that I think could be conductive to what God created. As far as us, you have the Anunnaki, the Pleiadians, things like that, and take it for what it's worth. This is just my theory, and biblically speaking, I would like to maybe go to one of them, you know, and compare uh, maybe if they have something similar to our Word of God, compare that, and I think there's something there, but that's totally speculation. But this ending line that this lady says is the closest thing that I have come to my theory. And my theory is, okay, so aliens, we see it, um, hieroglyphics, things like that, the pyramids. We don't have that technology today to do that, but they were done. My theory is it's us later on, and it's not necessarily time travel, but we go into space and we somehow find a black hole, and somebody either slips into it or we voluntarily go into it. And if you know anything about a black hole, um, nothing is safe, so to speak. It sucks up time and space, light, all of that. So somebody goes into it, and we got popped out into a time before now. Um, and then we live on Mars for a little bit while it's still inhabitable. It has an atmosphere, which is why you're seeing all these pictures of structures that were built. Um, and anyway, like, I'm kind of getting deep, and you might not follow me, and I get that. And again, this is speculation. This is my theory, my, I guess, grasp on things. But anyway, so this lady is talking about ancient aliens and how they could potentially have technology that we do not have today. Now, we have the technology today, but we don't have the technology in the advancement to do what has been done. And I think God created all of this. So just bear with me, listen to this, and I hope you can hear it. I think it's loud enough. But I'm turning it up right now so that you can hear it a little bit better. All right? So listen.
The creation of a chimeric monster is certainly something that will probably be possible within the next 20 to 30 years. We have the technology now to create these kinds of chimeras and something that might be perceived as a monster. But what we don't have right now is the technology to bring such a creature to term. But that's only a matter of time.
So, that right there, okay, so we have the technology now, and technology is something that a lot of people don't really get, but so my grandfather, okay, he was in World War II. World War II. Okay, this is a very long time ago. And he was telling my dad that we do not need wires for electricity. We don't need wires to create electricity. Watch this. Hey Google, turn off the living room light. Hey Google, turn on the living room light. There you go. So we have wireless electricity now, but we had this technology decades ago. All right? So don't count me out. But I'm just saying that I don't think aliens are aliens. I think what we perceive to be aliens is just us. God's creation that have somehow slipped into what I think a black hole and ended up in a past time. Now we know about black holes, and I mean, yeah, okay, maybe I'm crazy, but I don't think I am. Like we know right now, scientists prove. Okay, do I believe everything scientists say? No. But I believe that the Bible and science coincide, and I think science proves God's existence. So if science says that we have the technology right now to do these things, then, and we see all over the Bible that man creates abominations. Okay? We do that. That is man. So you see all these things, the hieroglyphics and stuff of minotaurs and centaurs and the snake lady, and I mean they talk about this in this show, and I'm like, okay, well, if we can do those things, because they talk earlier about basically doing a brain transplant from one monkey to another, but instead of just the brain, they use the whole head and connecting nerves and everything else. We know we can do brain transplants now. We know we can do heart transplants now using not even a human heart. We can use a pig heart and put it into a human body and make that human body live. And they did this by one thing after another, and it was very controversial. And many people saw it as wrong. And I even see it as wrong. Somebody created, they put a dog head, a dog from its shoulders onto another dog. So they created a two-headed dog with 6 legs. Now I'm reading Revelation right now, and we got some strange creatures in there. Okay. Now, again, those creatures in the Bible, I think, are metaphorical, so to speak, to an extent. But I'm saying we have technology today that we've probably had for years. But yeah, guys, this is, I don't know, it's kind of deep. Maybe you might think I'm off base. Um, but I think that the aliens that we think of are not really aliens. Um, and even if they are aliens, the Anunnaki or whatever, and there's theories about that within the Bible, or the Pleiadians, and there's theories about that within the Bible, that people go to. I think that all of that is God's creation. Now God speaks of, there are no other gods before me, and God is the only God that we worship, and there are no other gods. And there are references in the Bible that, are you not gods? And to really, really, really explain this, I'm going to have to, write some stuff down and really try to organize it so that it makes sense. But there are no other gods besides God alone. But the little g spoken of in the Bible is basically, we can create, we can destroy. Okay? There's abortion. We destroy things. There are, buildings and structures where we create energy. We create things. And I'm not saying that we are gods. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just talking in biblical perspective. I think that's what God is talking about. But there are no other gods before God alone. God alone is sovereign, and He is the creator of all things in heaven and on earth. And I just want to make that clear before anybody jumps the gun on me here for being a heretic. But yeah, if you have any questions, I know there's going to be a lot. Please don't hesitate to ask me. And I will get to those questions. I'm kind of busy during the day, but I know this video brings up a lot of questions, and I've had these conversations with people, and we hash it out, and we talk about it, and I get it. It's a hard thing to comprehend. It's taken me many, many, many years to get to where I'm at today. I fully believe in the Bible and what it says, and what it says about man, what it says about God. So don't think I'm going off the rails and going extra biblical here. But yeah, anyway, I'm right about at my 15-minute limit. So I'm just saying, guys, God has created this world. It was a perfect world, and we went astray. And we will continue to go astray until God restores it. And God will restore it. And yeah. So I don't know if you believe in aliens or not. I wouldn't say I necessarily do in the terms that the world use aliens. Um, but yeah, anyway, had to get that out there. Call me crazy, but God bless you guys. Thank you.